What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the Poke Office. My name is Colin. Today we're going to look at investing in sealed Pokemon products in August 2024. The summer is halfway over already, and the good news is that Pokemon sealed products seem to have really settled down here over the last couple months, because I want to say the last 6 months have been extremely volatile, up and down. There was the sellouts on Pokemon Center with Lost Origin and Astral Radiance and all those sets that aren't available on Pokemon Center anymore, and that kind of caused a feeding frenzy of booster boxes and sealed products in the Pokemon space, especially Sword and Shield stuff. Now that has kind of settled down, so it's a really good time to take a step back, reassess, reevaluate, not FOMO, and then move forward in a systematic fashion, like where you're actually making good decisions. So let's take a look at what's been going on, and then we'll get to my final thoughts. But first, we have big news. This week on Friday, August 2nd, Shrouded Fable, the newest set, comes out, but not the Elite Trainer box, because it is delayed until the 23rd of August. For whatever reason, in the UK, the United States, Canada, I think probably most of the world, the Elite Trainer boxes for Shrouded Fable are delayed until 23rd of August, but that doesn't mean Shrouded Fable doesn't come out on the 2nd of August. These boxes are going to be available on August 2nd. You're going to be able to get product on August 2nd. And speaking of these two boxes right here, these might be some of the best promo cards Pokemon has ever produced. The Greninja looks absolutely spectacular. I don't know why the Kingdra box doesn't show the actual promo card, but that promo card looks absolutely awesome as well. Let's take a quick look. Here's some of the special illustration rares of Shrouded Fable: the Okidogi, Munkidori, Fezandipiti, and Pecharunt. I said this last month. These are not my favorite looking cards, but I could see these looking really cool in person. They have that like really dark hue to them. So it'll be interesting to see. Here's the big one. I think this is going to be the big chase card, the Cassiopeia. I really like this card. I think it has a lot going on, and so I'm excited to try and pull that one for sure. But here's where I think that Shrouded Fable is going to absolutely shine, is the illustration rares. I took this from justinbasil.com. So it's just a picture of, I think this is all of them, all the illustration rares coming out in Shrouded Fable. So it's a little bit of a smaller specialty set, but some that I really, really like is the Houndoom. Looks absolutely mean. The Horsey looks really cool. The Dusclops line looks really awesome. I really like the Persian, the Cresselia. The Beware looks awesome. The Fracture looks awesome. They all look awesome. I think this is where this set is going to totally shine and be really fun to try and get some of these into the collection. Okay, so we got some pre-orders as well. Stellar Crown is not that far around the corner, 13th of September. So it's a right quick turnaround. Shrouded Fable is out in the first week of August, and then the second week of September. So it's like a 5-week turnaround, which is crazy. For the next full main set out of Scarlet and Violet era, Stellar Crown, coming on 13th of September. Here are some of the leaks so far. You got the Joltik illustration rare. The Noctowl is the promo card. I believe that one is in the Elite Trainer box. Then the Hydrapple and the Terapagos, which looks really, really cool. I do actually like the rainbow borders on that. I think it's going to really pop. Okay, and then recently we just heard the news of Surging Sparks coming out. That's the next set. So this is SV08. The 8th main set. I think this is the last main set out of 2024, which means that in a couple months, we're going to be 2/3 of the way through Scarlet and Violet era. How nuts is that? Sword and Shield is a thing of the past already, which is absolutely crazy. This one supposedly is going to take some of the, I can't remember what the Japanese version of this is called, but there's an electric one. But the Paradise Dragona is also going to be involved in the Surging Sparks, to my knowledge. So not much else is known. I haven't seen an actual pre-order for this set yet, but they've got to be coming soon for sure, because, November is really not that far off. And then I didn't create a slide for this, but there's other news coming out of Pokemon all the time. There's the Terastal Festival, which is the Eevee specialty set, or the high class set in Japanese. So that should be coming in English early 2025. There's rumors of a Team Rocket set. There's rumors of tag team cards, though that seems to be a little bit, I'm not sure, on PokeBeach. But there's also like the trainer or the owner's Pokemon cards seem to be coming as well, where you have like Brock's Onyx or like that kind of stuff. So if you go to pokebeach.com and look at some of the recent news, it looks really, really cool. Hey, if you're liking this content, make sure to subscribe to the channel with bell notifications on. Hit the like button, leave a comment. Are you buying anything in August? Are you selling anything in August? I think I'm just going to keep with my specific strategy of buying the new set. So I'm going to buy some Shrouded Fable, probably buy a little bit more Twilight Masquerade, and then get ready for my order of Stellar Crown coming up. Let's get to the booster boxes and see how they've been performing over the last couple of months. Okay, really quick, we'll start with Japanese boxes. Just the Pokemon card 151. This one had gone so low for just a quick period of time, but it seems to be on the up and up again. PokeNE.com has it at $75 right now, so that's up. Last month when I did the July 2024 Pokemon Sealed Product Investing video, it was at $66. So it is on the rise. I think you still have probably a little bit of time. And I've heard rumors that the Japanese yen has actually improved quite drastically. So that might also be factoring into the price of some of the Japanese booster boxes. But lots of the new sets. The Stellar Miracle one has actually been really, really popular so far, which just came out last week, I believe. So just keep an eye on it if you're into the Japanese Pokemon cards. But then we'll get into Sword and Shield booster boxes. Everything, like I said in the intro, has just slowed down, which is really nice. Take some time to assess where you're at with your investing, with your collecting journey. But it's always just good to know the numbers. So Chilling Reign, down 1.5%. It's at $215. It did hit that high right here early in June at $230. But really, it's there. That graph has not seen a ton of movement. Evolving Skies, this one is interesting. We talked about it a little bit earlier this week, and so did Rob Burns, where it was up in the $700 range right here at the end of June, and then it has come crashing down, but it's kind of just settled down now. $663 is the market price on TCG Player, but here's what's interesting. This is the recent sales. So look at this. 500, 500, 500, 500, 500. Lots of 500s. That's a little bit sketchy. And then lots of these like 484, 467, 444, 462. But if you click on all these ones that have extra info, they all say stuff like, hey, this is 36 loose packs. So the booster box is a $700 booster box all day long, in my opinion. Fusion Strike, barely any movement. It's down 0.7%. Like, that's nothing. $242.27 is the market price on that one. Brilliant Stars up 6%, but really it's just kind of, this is what a typical Pokemon investing graph should look like. Small gains over time. Brilliant Stars is already like 2+ years old. It's out of stock on Pokemon Center, and it's a little bit above MSRP, and it's going to continue making small gains, but you shouldn't expect it to make like 100% gains in the next 2 months. That's not going to be a thing, I don't think, unless something crazy happens, but not a bad thing. Like, these boxes, all these boxes, Chilling Reign, Evolving Skies, Fusion Strike, Brilliant Stars, and the next ones we're going to look at are all going to be that slow and steady growth. And there's going to be some ups and downs, and there's going to be some market manipulation on TCG Player. And to be fair, TCG Player is not the only avenue that you can look at graphs. It's just an easy thing to pick a graph up, put it on the slide, and it tends to be pretty accurate in terms of, like, when I was at Card Party, lots of people base their prices on TCG Player. It's the go-to place, right? eBay last solds are a thing as well. Okay, Astral Radiance, again, down 0.7%. It's nothing. $169.71, but this is a $143 booster box at MSRP. Long time ago, when this first set came out, or when Astral Radiance came out, you could buy it for $105. Now it's at $170. That's a nice little gain in 2 years. So you buy early, you hold it for a couple years, and then you just see slow and gradual growth. Who cares if it reprints? Doesn't matter, because then you just buy a little bit more when the price is right, and then you hold it again, and then you're going to see some steady growth. Lost Origin, same thing. This one's actually done quite well, up 5.1% over the last 3 months. $198.68. Almost a $200 booster box, and it was a $220 booster box. That was at middle of May. All right, but it's come down a little bit. Silver Tempest, this is the one that was still available on Pokemon Center. I actually didn't check before recording this, so it might be, it might not be. I'm not 100% sure. But nice gains for this one. It started 3 months ago below MSRP. at $135. Now it's at $166, up 23.6%. But really, it's just been static for the last 2 months. It's just flatline right here, which nothing wrong with that. It's not that old of a booster box. It came out I think end of 2022. So there's still lots of time for Silver Tempest is what I'm trying to say. Crown Zenith, I was able to pick up some more of these on sale at walmart.ca for you Canadians. It's not on sale anymore, but there's still sales happening of Crown Zenith. I got them for, I think, $45 Canadian, which was absolutely insane. I kind of wish I would have bought more, but I bought 8, so not a bad thing. Current market price for these is $47 American, up 8.8% over the last 3 months. This set is just so fun to open. I think it's going to age well. I've been saying it ever since it came out, just because of how fun it is to open. But there was that news recently that Sam's Club in the United States is getting a new collection box with Kyogre and Rayquaza, which is an interesting combo. But that could be cool. Stay tuned for more info on that. SV era booster boxes. So it's the same thing. You have this opportunity to buy now while they're still quite cheap. And remember, MSRP for Scarlet and Violet era is $163, not $143. So buying these booster boxes at like $100, $110, not a bad option whatsoever. Scarlet and Violet sub $100 still at $95. And it's actually gained a little bit because 3 months ago it was under 90, which is absolutely insane. Paldea Evolved, this box is doing really good. Everyone, like the content creators, seem to push Paldea Evolved, but there's a reason people talk about Paldea Evolved, because it's a really fun set to open. The illustration rares are absolutely epic. Special illustration rares are really epic. There's lots of good pulls in this set, and it's just really fun to open. Plus, that Magikarp is absolutely a beauty. Up 22.6%, this one at $135 on the market. Obsidian Flames, this one I've always talked a little bit of trash about, even though it's not that bad. It's just a small set. Pull rates are quite easy. The Charizard is the big pull, but it's not worth that much. So this one, $110 basically, and it's up 8%. I would suspect, here's a little side note, that Pokemon is going to reprint some of these sets because none of the Scarlet and Violet era sets have been reprinted yet, to my knowledge. There's lots of rumors, nothing concrete yet from what I've seen, but like 151, Paldea Evolved, Obsidian Flames, even maybe Paradox Rift could see some reprints. Obsidian Flames could too, because lots of these cards in this set are playable in the TCG as well. 151, we just talked about it. This is an expensive Elite Trainer box, $65, up 11.4%, but Costco had that big print run. Now Costco has the Elite Trainer box plus the 2 tins going on in the United States. There's still some 151 at some of the Costcos in Canada, but that's like Costco Canada is usually 5 to 6 months behind Costco in the United States. So we'll see what happens here, but I wouldn't be surprised one bit if 151 sees a big reprint. It was a very popular set. Then we have Paradox Rift, $100.25, up 3.5%. Again, all these sets are low. All these sets are slowly growing, and a reprint might happen. It might bring the prices down a little bit, and that's totally okay because they're just still relatively new. You just buy more of them when the price is right. Paldean Fates, same thing, though for a specialty set, considering 151 Elite Trainer box was in the $65 range, Paldean Fates is only in the $45 range, which is a pretty substantial difference. But I'd say Paldean Fates is a really good set. It's fun to open, lots of baby shinies. The chase cards, the Mew and the Charizard, are absolutely spectacular. The Gardevoir is really cool too, and the Penny. I'd say this set holds up pretty well against other sets like it. Like, I think Paldean Fates is way better than Shining Fates, and I'd say it's on par or quite close with Hidden Fates, and that might be a spicy take for some. Temporal Forces, this is arguably one of my least favorite sets out of Scarlet and Violet, and I say that only because the pull rates were so devastating. Like, my experience, it was just so hard to pull. Though some of the cards in this set make it one of my favorite sets. So I'm like, it's this battle between pull rates and how much I actually like the cards. So interesting set, and just slow, steady growth. $107 is where it's at, and leading us to the last set. And this one just caught my attention right away, right on release day. I loved opening it, and I thought it wasn't going to be that good, but it is really, really fun to open. It's definitely making a play for my favorite set of Scarlet and Violet era so far. SV 06 Twilight Masquerade, currently at $121. I've told this story before, but when we were at Card Party, this set sold out so fast. Like, only one booth at the end of the weekend had Twilight Masquerade boxes to buy because they didn't bring enough. People were opening it like a frenzy. So I was kind of spouting off some nonsense there, but basically the whole goal is just buy these sets when they're low and then wait. And then if they reprint, maybe it's an opportunity to buy some more, but that shouldn't shock you. It's the same thing. Like, if you have Evolving Skies booster boxes and now there's some market manipulation happening, who cares? Just hold it for a couple more months, 6 more months, and it's going to be right back to where it started, if not going to be higher than that. It really doesn't make any difference. It's only going to make a difference is if you have a little bit of fear, and then it's like, oh no, I need to panic sell because 2 sales went below what I think it's worth. Like, it's not an issue whatsoever. So good to know the numbers, but it's also good to take the step back and be like, okay, let's reassess, let's reevaluate, and make sure we're making smart, wise decisions about what we're putting into our collection, what we're putting into our investment portfolio in Pokemon sealed product. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. And I may as well shout it out. If you want to join the membership, you can click the join link or on the main page on my YouTube channel. Helps the channel grow, and you get discount codes for the live streams, which will be happening on release day of Shrouded Fable. We'll be opening a bunch of it. So, hit the join button. I'd appreciate it. And if you want to support the channel, till my next video, I'll talk to you then. Peace.